Alright, so I was asked to play This Christmas, and it is pretty difficult, especially on guitar. You'll find that it's almost impossible, pretty much impossible, to play it exactly the way they play it because they have keyboards and horns and guitars and everything else, and they're all doing intricate parts. So I simplified it for acoustic. This isn't exactly like the original. I've kind of taken some liberties and changed up the chords a little bit, but it's pretty close. I'm gonna play D shapes. I'm capoed on 3. Now you'll notice probably that I don't play my D normal. I think this is the regular D shape, but I actually have always switched my pointing finger and my middle finger. So there's just a regular D. We'll just start with the verse. So it's hang all the mistletoe, and then I don't know exactly what this chord is. Maybe it's like a D6, but basically I lift my pointing finger and I slide my ring finger over to the 1st fret, so that I'm at the 2nd fret, so that my middle finger should be on the G string 2nd fret and my ring finger should be on the B string 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. And then the next 2 chords are A minor 7. So basically you have an A minor, just lift the finger off of the G string, so the G string should be playing open. There's your A minor 7, and then a C major 7, which is, here's your regular C shape, don't play the E string up top. There's your C, lift your pointing finger, there's your C major 7. So it's hang all the mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better. And then the next part, This Christmas, the chords are G, F sharp minor, E minor. So you can do that if you want. So it'd be like this Christmas, but that gets a little complicated, and it's really easy to mess that up. So what I've done to simplify it is I literally just walk down the bass note. So it's this Chris, and then go to an E minor. So it would be this Christmas. So it would be hang all the mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas. And then you can play the exact same thing on the next part of the verse if you want. I changed it up slightly. And it's, and as we trim the tree, go to a B7 here. How much fun it's gonna be together. And the A minor 7 and the C major 7 are the same. I just add that B7. So essentially a B7 is very similar to this C. So slide everything over, and then I take my ring finger and put it on the G string. So the notes that I'm playing are, you have on the D string, 1st fret, my pointing finger. And then I have on the 2nd fret, on the A string, there's my middle finger. And then on the 2nd fret, I have my ring finger on the G string and my pinky on the E string, the high E. And there's your B7. So I go from that to the A minor 7, C major 7, and then that walk down again. This Christmas. So it's hang all the mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, and as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas. And then the next part, the fireside is blazing bright. I just do an F sharp minor. But I play my F sharp minor open. This is technically an F sharp minor. So I still have these two on the on the 4th fret. You have your ring finger on the A string, pinky on the D string. And then on the 2nd fret, I take my pointing finger and put it on the G string, and I just play it open. It's essentially an F sharp minor. It's just open. It's got some extra notes, but it sounds good. So it's the fireside is blazing bright. B7 again, and then G major 7. So if this is a regular G, with my middle finger on the A string, ring finger on the E string, and then my pinky on the high E down here, and 2nd fret. I actually lift my pinky up, put my pointing finger on the E string in the 2nd fret. There's your G major 7. So it's the fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the C major 7 night. And then we go to the chorus. And this Christmas, and that's a D major 7, I think is what it's called. You've got the E, A, D, G string, the 2nd fret, and then you've got the B string and the E string. So you're holding down G, B, E. And it's okay if you hit the other notes. I typically don't hit the low E. I'll start it probably on the A string, so I don't get that. But it's this Christmas will be C major 7 again. A very special Christmas for me. And then it goes to that little funky instrumental. I've kind of changed it up a little bit, but all I do is play a D chord, and then I bring my thumb over the top, play the F sharp, G, then the C major 7. So it's and then he has a little ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I typically will sing that. So it's ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you play the 2nd verse the exact same way, and you can do that instrumental as many times as you want, but that's it.